Thank God it's Friday, and welcome to another Celebrity Friday on Your View. I am Tokpe Mark Odige, and of course I have my lovely co-host here with me, starting off with Uwa.
Hello, Tokpe.
What do you have planned for this weekend?
Hey, wo.
Say wo.
This weekend, a friend of mine, two friends of mine actually, were coming together. Saturday, we realized that a lot of women go through stuff and they're not able to talk about it. So we're starting something where a group of women will just sit down and share, stories and see how we can help build ourselves up emotionally. So
Relationship-wise?
Every aspect, actually, every aspect. So we're starting it off, we're kickstarting today. And tomorrow morning. So we'll do small exercise and gist.
And you did not invite me. Don't I have things to share? Who am I going to share with?
Okay, now you're invited.
Okay. Nima, why are you looking like you're cold?
Cold. The breeze in my area, eh? Kai.
When the weather is hot, you complain. The weather is cold, you complain. You can't please human beings.
We cannot, and I'm seriously wishing for dry season to come. Yes, because now we don't even know when it's cold. You can't even just, open the windows for cross ventilation.
I'm loving the weather.
I now know that. Okay, I now remember the days of when I was in Kaduna because the weather is beautiful. I love the weather.
Oh, you're used to it. Yes.
What's going on?
I'm very good. I'm doing well. Thank God it's Friday.
Because I was wondering.
And it's the last Friday of January. January has been a great month for me, actually. I thank God that all the things that I have planned for the year, broken down in 2 months, I've achieved the first 1/12 of it,
Happy for
and, greater things are in the offing. So I'm really, really grateful to God. I will be sharing all of these things that I'm doing as I go along. There are a lot of plans that I have for the year. And I'm thanking God for the courage and the strength to believe within myself that, what, I can do this, So it's been a great month. We're expectant of a fantastic February.
I'm looking forward to that too. The love month.
My husband's birthday is actually 31st of January.
We mustn't forget that too.
Let me just say happy birthday because it's a Sunday, I think.
Oh yeah. Well, we have a news mention. The Lagos State government said they would no longer allow social function and parties in public schools. Just as owners of private schools across the state have been warned to comply with new rules and regulations guiding their operations. So, no more Owambes at parties. Those of you that cannot afford to pay for venues, you don't have a choice now. All the venues.
My question is, why is the government doing this exactly? Because you can make it somewhat a revenue generating thing.
I thought of that too.
So are you thinking, if you're thinking of public schools that have boarding houses and you don't want to expose the students to all of that, I agree. But there are many schools that they're only in function Monday to Friday. Why don't you use them to make money? If I can't afford to go to a hall and pay 1 million, and I can, if you say, as far as you guarantee that you clean after, come and pay 100,000, it's revenue generating. But the government must have their reason.
I read the press release and they didn't specify the reason for stopping this, but I'm sure that Mrs. Adebule must have thought about the reasons well enough. But it is a money generating.
It's not about generating just the funds. What have they used all the funds that they've generated over the years to do? You don't see any improvement. The schools are worse off, the states. The schools are worse off.
And so we can, instead of just stopping it, we can decide to rearrange how we monetize the halls and the venues.
Once you keep open a door for someone to make illegal money, teachers will take advantage of it.
Yeah. Because
of them taking advantage, somebody, there's a ban now on public schools transfer to senior secondary school 1 in public, private school transfer to senior secondary school 1 in public schools, because they start to use it as, an avenue to make money to the detriment of the students.
And you can even commercialize, really. As long as you want to make money. Yeah. You should just turn everything to opportunities to make business. Okay, well, that's all we can take. You're now informed that you should obey rules, and all private schools should register themselves, because a lot of illegal private schools are out there and they're out for you guys. When we return, we will go through the front pages of the newspaper. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Welcome back. We'll go through the front pages of the newspapers. We'll be starting off with the Punch. Major headline. NAF, that's the National Air Force Nigerian Air Force Chief. Amosu spends third day in EFCC custody. Allegedly bought 2 Tokumbo helicopters for $139 million. I had to emphasize that figure.
I'm telling you.
Tokumbo. New electricity tariffs take effect on Monday. That's from NERC. Nigerian air confraternity trafficking prostitutes to Europe. That's from the Spanish police. Mixed reaction as Buhari rejects Naira devaluation. No tax increase. Federal government. Obasanjo corrupted National Assembly members, says Melaye. Buhari using weapons I bought to fight Boko Haram. That's from Jonathan. El Rufai suspends monarchs caught with marijuana. And sadly, you can't miss the picture of fire destroying shops. Fire destroys shops, filling station in Lagos State. This is a very, very sad picture. I think we should start out by just discussing that.
The fire. Our hearts go out to the people who have lost property. In K2 Plank Market, about 200 shops were burned. Started from 2 power meters, then from then in Surulere, MRS filling station. That was I think one of their tankers was trying to dispense fuel into one of their tanks, and the filling station caught fire.
Safety. It brings us to safety. While you're going to tell the story,
you know, I just wanted to add, you know, because the weather, what the Harmattan is doing, so sawmills are very prone to fires. So I think people there,
safety.
Because the prepaid meters, I don't know. NEPA should also go and check, investigate what happened to them, because they are not supposed to.
Apparently, they investigated.
They said there was a power surge.
The entire bill for my house is over 2 million. Yes, they investigated us thoroughly to say that we were defaulting in some areas. They should also maintain all the structure.
Because they said there was a power surge, and that was what triggered that fire at the sawmill. Because it's Harmattan, it will be really bad. I just wanted to talk on El Rufai, Governor El Rufai. I'm very proud of him. Because you see, over the years, we see leaders do wrong things and nobody, you know, takes any action. He was very apt at what he did. The monarch, one of the monarch in the Goma area, in the Gimi district of Dangal local government in Kaduna State, that's Alhaji Danladi Ibrahim, was caught by the NDLA in Kaduna with about 1.5 kilogram of marijuana. And with immediate effect, the governor, you know, put him on suspension.
Fantastic.
Yes, with the immediate effect. And I'm very excited, because these are the kind of examples we should lay for the people. Young people are listening, so they should be able to say, okay, yes. Most times, the reason young people are doing the things they are doing, they are seeing their older ones doing it. And so it's okay, if he's doing it and he's making money, so I can also. So I think it's a fantastic move by the governor.
They have immunity. Traditional rulers think they have immunity, like you governors. You know, when they do things, they expect that because they're traditional, they are our fathers, that, you know, so there's this kind of protection.
They should be protected.
So this is good. Now, the AA confraternity thing, the Spanish government carried out an investigation within 18 months and found out that this cult group, is a popular cult group. I heard about them while in school. That, you know, they now traffic Nigerian girls abroad to, you know, to do prostitution. They actually let the girls know they'll be prostituting, but they don't let them know the form of prostitution, that it is with a lot of beating and raping. You know, that they'll go through this prostitution. But from the report I read, and from 2 of the girls, you know, names were not disclosed, I found out that they'll be tortured to go through torture, sex, and all that. And it's terrible. Sorry, just but you know, another worrisome thing is that they talked about Nigerians using the British airports to traffic these girls to other countries in Europe.
Because, sorry, yesterday, YK showed us a video on BBC.
The same story?
Yes, it's the same story. So, I mean, it's amazing. And the good thing about the Spanish government, they've really caught all the kingpins.
Oh, that's
so, yes.
Going forward.
Yes, going forward. Because they have offices in London, they have offices in, the entire Europe. So,
it's a huge business.
It's a huge market. So, if they are able to cut them, I'm sure it will reduce the trafficking.
So moving on to Vanguard, major headline. 29 billion naira arms probe. EFCC detains ex-chief of air staff Amosun. Buhari fighting insurgency with arms I bought. That's from Jonathan. Says PDP will bounce back. Jonathan bought junk weapons, says presidency. We need to talk about this. Obasanjo's letter misdirected, comes from the reps. He introduced bribery to National Assembly, says Melaye. Nigeria imported 16.303 metric tons of fuel in 2015. I won't devalue Naira, says Buhari. And finally, $3 billion loss. Senate Pro Power Project sale by Jonathan, queries BPE.
I'm very excited about that $3 billion. The Senate yesterday, they set up a panel that would investigate the sales of the NIPPs, the National Independent Power Projects. That the total cost for the investment was about $8 billion, and it was sold for $5 billion. So they want to investigate and find out how come this this loss was incurred. And I think inside the story as well, they said that these people would not collect Naira as the currency, you know. So I think part of this loss would have been as a result of probably collecting Forex instead of Naira as the legal tender bill in Nigeria. So I'm happy about it, because in relating it with what Fashola was saying, you know, they are saying that tariffs would increase. So a lot of things would come down. So we need to be ready.
I'd like to link all the stories, all the headlines, from ex-President Jonathan saying that Buhari is fighting the Boko Haram with the weapons that he bought, to Amosun, former Nigerian Air Force chiefs. I mean, mind-boggling. You buy Tokumbo planes that cost $6 million and charge us $33 million. Do you understand? Now, I'm amazed at the leadership that we have in Nigeria. We've had these same sets of people rule us over the years. If they don't come back themselves, like President Buhari coming back after 30 years, they put their children like Saraki, who his father puts, and his sister, and they've just made sure that a minute percentage of Nigerians are feeding fats on the national cake while the rest of us are suffering. For instance, in the news yesterday, 13 people were killed by Boko Haram again in Chibok. We shouldn't hear of the death of anybody again. The president already mentioned while he was campaigning that he was going to stop Boko Haram. He hasn't done that. Has he even issued any statements? Does anybody value Nigerian lives at all?
I think that's a question we're all thinking about. But I must say that in defense of the president, a lot has been done to beef up our security. And even within that
there's no defense. There's no defense at all.
The truth is that we know the president is doing so much. Even the witness in Chibok acknowledged that there was military presence as at the time of the suicide bombing. What we want now is serious intelligence, where we are tired of hearing suicide bombing, banning this, banning that. They should be able to detect the bombs before, you know, from a kilometer or something radius.
Moving on to Daily Sun, we're still going to be on the arms deal.
If the presidential system is not working for Nigeria, because we've been using it for years, we're given this system by our colonialists, then maybe we should go back to our monarchy. I can go to the Oba or Shijuade and say, Oba, I don't have food to eat, but I can't go to the president. And they're using 70% of our budget on themselves.
Daily Sun, still on the arms deal. Metu out of Kuje prisons. PDP keeps mum. Family speaks today. 29 billion naira alleged fraud lands. Amosu, ex-chief of air staff in EFCC net. PDP, one party. 3 chairmen, Secondus, Golak, Oladipo, lay claim to posts. That's a huge story. We are not corrupt, Senate replies Obasanjo. Reps insist on car purchase. I don't get it. I won't kill Naira, says the president. Fire wreaks havoc in Lagos, Plank Market and filling station raised. That you can't miss the picture of a happy Olisa Metu in joyous mode as he embraces another woman. They didn't specify the name of the woman. Well,
I want to talk about the Naira
bills,
saying that, I mean, the president saying that he won't kill the Naira. He was interviewed and he was saying that the truth is that the CBN has to give him strong convictions that if they devalue the Naira, it will not bring hardship to the country. So he was saying that also that they should not, what's it called, change that policy of selling foreign currencies to the bureaus de changes, bureau de changes. So he's saying that, well, basically, they need to prove, if at all they would devalue the Naira, they need to give him proofs beyond reasonable doubts.
So moving on to the last paper for today, this day, major headline, again, Buhari rules out Naira devaluation, which we just explained. EFCC detains Amosun, ex-chief of air staff, over arms scandal. Senate probes BPE, over 3.3 billion lost to Manitoba. Federal government considers former Minister Suleiman for NRC chairman. PDP crisis worsen as governors' National Working Committee clash. And you can mix the picture of the Delta State Governor, Senator Ifeanyi Okonwa, welcoming the new Olu of Warri, Ogiame Ikenwole won during the Olu's courtesy visit to the governor in Asaba.
I like that the Senate replied ex-President Obasanjo to say that they are not corrupt. Each senator earns 30 million, 29, almost 30 million naira a month. So in 4 years, a senator will go home with almost...
for a fact?
Yes. Yes, I do. It's in public space.
Okay.
Their salary is supposed to be 700,000, but plus allowances and constituency allowances.
That's what they are earning now.
They don't do nothing with it. A senator in 4 years will go home with almost 500 million. That's $500 million.
Thank you.
And then you say that you're not corrupt.
And let me add to that. The ex-presidents also get pensions and allowances that, you know, are mind-boggling. So while President Jonathan Obasanjo is talking, ex-president Obasanjo is criticizing, he should also be talking to himself.
And who are they representing? They are taxing us more. People are getting poorer. They are retrenching people. Do you know Melaye that is talking? He was carrying "Bring Back Our Girls" this thing throughout. Yes. Bombing happened in Chibok yesterday. What has he said?
I know that a lot of people feel your passion on this matter, but we must hope that we'll keep on talking and they would keep on listening and by some stroke of luck.
Sorry, Saraki's reply though. It was very mature and very sensible.
I don't want reply. I want reaction. I want you to show me that, do something to make me feel like you are feeling what I'm feeling.
Saraki is a doctor,
not statements.
well educated,
thank you,
well spoken. Don't
English.
Come and speak. Don't be an orator for me. Can you cut your salaries first?
That's the kind of reaction I want.
It's not the salary, really, it's the allowances rather.
Yes, really, that's all we can take on the front page for today. You can keep the conversation going on the stories that caught your fancy on the headline on Twitter, because we're going to move on to a very juicy topic. It's Friday. We can't be too serious. It's Celebrity Friday. And all through the year, we've had major celebrity beefs. So that will be our topic. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Since the beginning of this year, there's been a lot of controversies between celebrities in the likes of Don Dazi and Olamide, to Wizkid and Damekrain, to Davido, Baby Mama, Blackface, Two-Face, Bemio. It's just been ongoing. And we just need to talk about this because, well, we'll be blind to the fact that everybody is talking about it. Jumoke is going to establish the story, starting from the one we already know. The year started hot with Olamide. So, Jumoke, what's the matter?
Not like
warming up for this kind of gist.
No, the year started with us. The story from Davido and Sophie. You know, and I thought that Davido had like a matured response to what was going on, particularly because he was dealing with a veteran journalist, Dele Momodu.
Are you sure it was the one that wrote all those?
Of course not. Of course he had good lawyer. But then January 1st at the Hip Hop Awards, we also had the fracas between Olamide and Don Jazzy. We've talked about that extensively and thrown blames. Olamide shouldn't have come on stage and just cursed everybody out. Don Jazzy,
which has apologized.
Don Jazzy shouldn't have also come on stage and mentioned, come and collect the car. But both of them have apologized to their fans, you know, and we moved on to that. From the spin-off of that was that Cynthia Morgan then went on to accuse Davido, you know, that why was he supporting Lil Kesh? She was in the same category during the awards, and Davido was saying Lil Kesh should have won the award. And Davido, like somebody who was
has learned his lessons.
Somebody who was even dealing with baby mama drama, did not say anything to her. Then we now move to
Dami Crane.
And Wizkid.
That was a violent
one. I'm going to condemn that outrightly because I don't agree with anybody doing
what happened.
Dami Crane accused Wizkid of stealing his songs.
Something.
No, he didn't say song. He just said stealing something.
We are the ones who said, what could they have stolen from you?
Some people said he was a babe. No, but somebody said that maybe Wizkid stole. We can't make
let us say what he said.
But he said he stole something.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, they now met at the nightclub. The owner of the nightclub was hosting a footballer, and while they were there, I don't know what they said to themselves. Somebody broke a bottle.
Bottle broke, and it landed in somebody's face.
Wizkid actually injured Dami Crane. Two-Face was in the building. He brought them together, you know, that we are brothers, we shouldn't be fighting. And Two-Face himself was then accused
of something else. But before we even go into Two-Face being accused, don't you think all this celebrity beef, all this Twitter war, all this crisis is just publicity stunt to promote themselves? Because we're talking about them. People are reading about them. My office is, everybody just sits down and like, have you heard what happened today? Did you see the one of Ice Prince and his girlfriend? They say the girlfriend has another, and I'm like, everybody not talking about Ice Prince.
This one with, what's his name, Olamide, the back-to-back, every hit was a hit, blah,
every
blah,
hit
blah.
was a hit.
Norma, it trended, in short, it's still trending. But however, there's another story I read about, the techno guy, which I found very fascinating because they said he went to Tanzania and he performed and he took a picture with one of their celebrity actresses and all that. The next thing, he posted the picture online and the Tanzanians went at him that any man, because they thought they had like a sexual relationship. That any man that sleeps with this, they started writing R.I.P. That anybody that sleeps with this girl, it has been established that she's a winch.
And that
everybody that she had slept with, they had died. I'm telling you. So the Tanzanians were, you know, now going at him and saying that, R.I.P. Sorry, Pele.
I thought he took down the picture immediately.
He has closed down his Instagram account and he ran away.
Sharp and took off all the pictures. That one I found it very fascinating. And I'm wondering how would the young lady be feeling like, and she's so pretty. Really I saw her picture. She was so pretty. I said, how would she be feeling?
Jazz. You know, we
and they said she's very diabolical. So I was not thinking, okay, so this jazz thing does not end in Nigeria.
No, it's an
all over
thing.
Africa. Sorry,
for me, I just see them as, you know, comic relief. You know, all the tension, dollars, whatever, prices skyrocketing, blah, blah, blah. Somebody had to give us something to think and joke and laugh about.
Oh, well, that's
so
true.
They are doing
it's a good distraction.
We should clap for
But let's
them.
talk about Bimio now. Let me give you...
But if you are abroad, for instance, there's been beef between Kanye West and Khalifa. And in the midst of the beef, Kanye is throwing out the name of his next album. And everybody's anticipating that album. If you're abroad, the spin-off of such a beef is that you have more record sales.
Of course.
But apart from Olamide, who is now Mr. Lagos, you know, based on what happened with his own beef, and then Leave Trash for Loma started trending. Most other people, you are fighting and causing bad blood, and nothing comes out of it.
But I remember Neto C. What's his name? Ice Prince tweeted that while he was trending based on the crisis he was facing concerning his relationship, he tweeted that he's doing his next album.
Yes,
and he's going. He said, "These are the kind of emotional pain that makes you want to sing." So I guess he was using style to.
That's for those who write their songs. That's for those who write their songs. Those who get their lyrics off the streets. You know, street scenes.
Okay. Well, talk about Gbemi. Gbemi's own was really
And guess what?
Really
she was
bad.
matured in her reaction also to now spin off her own shoes. She designed shoes and she just started mentioning, because she was trending, she started mentioning her shoes and the new sizes. What happened with Bemio is that Tools, an on-air personality in Beat FM alongside Bemio, is getting married tomorrow. And she must have shared with Bemio that there were a few people who were harassing her husband-to-be for invites. And Bemio came on Twitter without mentioning anybody's name.
Yeah, but we know.
No, you know how you sub somebody and they will catch the sub.
Yes.
I know how to do it well. The first tweet, I won't mention your name. The next tweet, I'll describe you. You know it is you. So without mentioning names, Baby then goes and says that, there are some social climbers in Nigeria. They will attend every wedding, every private event, wedding or birthdays. That if you don't get an invite, stay at home. Don't harass anybody for invites. Bam. The next thing, Tools now comes and says to Bemio that one can't even tell you anything without you subbing the person's family.
With all the thoughts there, we have a call. Ola, please welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hello.
I'm happy to see you on the show today.
Oh, thank you so much.
I just called. I'm calling from Abuja. I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show. Good to have you.
I just called to commend you guys for what you are doing.
Thank you.
I really appreciate your program. In fact, if you guys keep doing this program, you are going to make more youth more enlightened.
Thank you.
You guys rock. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so very
Thank
much.
you
You
so
know,
much.
in all of these things, I want to,
Let me finish the
Please.
Bemio story.
Oh,
okay. It's hot. So that's how people, when Tools now tweeted what she tweeted, that's how people knew that it must have been Tools who told Bemio the story. Now, somebody was saying, how would the brothers that she was addressing have known that she was addressing them? But somebody now tweeted at Bemio that is one of the brothers a fake psychologist. Now, the people who she was mentioning, one of them is a psychologist, and then she now coughed. Now, if you read the trail of the tweet, you'll be able to pick your sub, if it is you. Now, the brothers now went for her. In fact, they left their home training at home. They went for her on Twitter with harsh words. There was not, I can't even say the things they were calling her.
Those guys not from Ibadan again.
They are from Ondo.
No, they're from Ondo.
From
They're from
royal
the same
family.
They're from the same.
I'm a first caller.
Welcome to the show. Good to have you.
Very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your work. My family and I will always watch the program. Please let me talk on two things. One, the issue of this Chibok attack yesterday. We're in the Northeast. We know what is actually happening. Honestly speaking, if you are from this side of the country, it will be very difficult for you to identify suicide bomber. Government have been trying. We have seen so many things have reduced, especially in these axis. We need to appreciate the government for even once we can sleep without our family, our people that are in Adamawa. We appreciate the fact that suicide bombing are reduced and every other thing. And in the issue of the second one, this beefing. I remember when we were growing up, then musicians, barrister, calling, all these things.
Yeah.
Whenever they are beefing themselves, they make money.
Yes, they release a new album.
Start watching to buy. Let me go and buy quality music.
Yes.
Let me go and buy Pakistani music. Everybody were happy. It's no issue of stabbing themselves,
It's true.
doing these things.
It's true.
There was a beef between Salawa and is it Salawa? Yes, and Kolinti.
And
They ended up marrying.
Yes.
Abi.
It wasn't an issue of do or die.
Okay.
These people should learn from their elders. We're happy. I'm happy for you guys.
Thank you,
Thank you
Muritala.
very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Now, because of social media, this entire crisis, most of this crisis went on Twitter.
Yes.
and Instagram.
Yes.
Is social media now being, are we, because I think that we're not maximizing the positive effect of social media. We're turning to something else entirely. What's your opinion on how we can use social media to positively generate good vibes as opposed to just celebrating beef that keeps people busy without positively adding value?
The beef is vibe for some people. See, let me tell you something. You can't rule out the fact that people would go at each other. That one is normal, you know. But I like the fact that in all the dealings with all the beef, some of these celebrities actually showed some level of maturity. Now, see Amber Rose, for instance, with all the blah, blah, blah that the hula baloo they said to her. She's releasing a book. And before you say Jack, a lot of people will buy and the book will be sold out. So it's important that they should use it.
Maximize it very well.
Yeah, they should maximize it.
Well, we'll go on a break now. When we return, we have our celebrity guest, Stick the Couch. We're going to also be linking him with some beefs. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Amedu Augustine Obiabo, popularly known as Blackface Naija, is a Nigerian dancehall, raga singer and songwriter. He was a founding member of the Nigerian band Plantation Boys in the year 2000 before he went solo. Welcome to the show, Blackface Naija.
Nice,
Good to have you.
I'm just glad to be here, man.
We're happy to have you.
You guys are looking
That's
wonderful.
a video of, oh my God.
Wonderful.
That's a throwback video.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's when there was no HD.
There was no HD, oh yes. But you guys
HD.
were doing us proud.
Yeah, we just started. That was, you know, those times.
It was good. It was good. It's good to have you.
Yeah,
You've listened to our conversation on beefs and things that have been happening, and we know particularly of you and Tubaba. Now that video shows both of you have been together for way back.
Since 1996.
Yeah,
way
beginning
back.
times.
You know,
beginning times.
so what is the cause of this beef? Is there a beef? What's the problem? Is there an issue?
It's not like there's an issue that is so out of this world. It's one of the kind of things that will always happen, can happen. You know, if you have an open mind to things, you can expect that some things can happen. Like somebody doing something like singing your song without you knowing about it, or the person not informing you that the person wants to sing your song. You know, stuff like that can always happen. So that's just what we're just trying to trash out.
You accused Two-Face of stealing African Queen.
I didn't accuse him of stealing African Queen. I gave him the right to sing it.
But you had an issue with him.
I had an issue because they didn't put my credit when he was in Kenny's music. They should have put my credit written by Amedu Augustine, Innocent Idibia. But they didn't put it. That's why I had the problem.
This new song that you have a problem with him.
Let Somebody Love You.
Let Someone Love You.
Let Somebody Love You.
How did he get it from you?
I've been writing. There's so many songs that we've written together. And there's so many songs that I know.
Way back.
You need to see the Plantation catalog that I used to write those times. They're as big, this big.
So you are a songwriter.
I'm a songwriter.
Why have you not decided to commercialize it instead of having issues of somebody taking your song or something?
Sell it to them.
Sell it to them officially.
No. You just, if you're a songwriter, you don't just sell music to people. You don't do that. And if you're a songwriter, you want somebody that can sing your song properly to sing it. So it's like you conceiving a child. You want the child to
can sing some of your songs properly, that you believe that, you know.
I'm just saying that there are some he did properly, and there are some he, like the Let Somebody Love You, I'm not happy with it.
For instance,
because I didn't feel the sang it properly.
For instance, in Nigeria, our legal system is, you know, is broke when it comes to precedents on intellectual property issues like this. Now, if someone should do a song that you know you have a right to, you can establish anywhere that you know you're the owner of that song. How far are you willing to push it in any court?
It depends on the person, how far the person wants to push it.
I have another question. Do you have your songs registered with the Copyright Society?
I have my songs registered,
Okay.
and I'm on BMI,
Okay.
Broadcasting Media Incorporated, which is in America, and I'm a songwriter registered with BMI.
Okay,
so
so-
because you
Is
you
this
can't
song
say-
Yes.
registered to you?
Yes.
Were
it's
you given
registered.
credit for this song
I
at
was
all?
not.
Why would something like, because it's happened before,
Yeah.
you had to fight to get your name and your name on African
African
Queen,
Queen.
and now you're having to fight again. Considering that you guys are friends, you're supposed to be buddies from way back.
That's what everybody's going to say, like, you're supposed to be.
No,
but
Two-Face-
if you're not, then what are you going to do about it?
it shouldn't be.
Two-Face hasn't replied you because his camp are saying that because you're friends, he'd rather talk to you one-on-one. Blackface, why haven't you gone to him one-on-one?
No. He has already said it's unfortunate that I'm coming at him that way. It's unfortunate. Well, it's unfortunate that he took the song without telling me.
Okay.
So it's unfortunate because
Well-
I cannot just come on the TV and just see a song that I've written and I've not even finished the song to the way I want the song to be rendered to the public, and some other person is singing it
Blackface.
this is
without
not a
my
new song.
consent.
Blackface. We must be able
What?
to
It's not
distinguish.
released this year. It wasn't released last year.
It doesn't matter when it was released. I could wait for 20 years to file the suit.
So somebody-
I could wait for 10,000 years if I'm still alive to file it. No time. This is music business. There's no limitation.
There's
Somebody
limitation
can-
to how long you can wait, though.
There's no
Because it's civil
limitation.
matter. There's limitation.
If I write a book-
but you're still within the limitation, so don't worry.
Okay.
But I want
She's a
to
lawyer.
know that you must be able to distinguish, personal relationship from business.
That's what we're talking about.
How seriously do you take your songwriting as a business, and your paddy with your guys, who are close to you, can even pick up lyrics from you or your entire song?
My friends shouldn't pick up lyrics from me. Don't pick up my choruses, don't pick up my verses, don't pick up my strings, don't pick up my bass line. I work so hard to put those stuffs together. So if you're talking friendship and you're talking business, if you know you want to do my music, a song I've been writing before,
respect you
you should
enough.
respect me enough to tell me this is what I want to do. But when the person doesn't do that, it shows that the person doesn't have any respect for you.
Yeah. I wanted to ask a question. You said from the days of Plantation Boys, you have a
Yeah, we
catalog
have a whole
this
lot of
big. So
catalogs.
where is this archive?
In my head.
Oh, okay. So
How do they steal it
what?
from your head?
How did
Because
they?
they know some.
Oh, they know some.
Yeah, they know
so
some.
these
because
are
we've been-
these
we're
are the
in a
ones
group
they
called, like,
studio
you know.
together.
We've been writing songs together.
It's not like there's
so
still
many
an
songs.
office where all of you sit together and there's no for everything is in your head, and they
It's
still
in-
remember it lyrics by lyrics.
It's just God's gift I can remember.
How
Okay.
did Wizkid then get it from your head?
Whiskey took my song I Like the Way from my album I released in 2010.
Okay.
And the album is called Dancehall Business.
Okay. Is that song registered to
Two
you?
songs. Once the album drops on the market, it's already registered with my company and BMI.
Okay.
So it's already a registered company. It's a registered stuff. But they go and they take it
Did you just
without
take the hook
permission.
or a line?
The rhythm, the hook, the rhythm, the
Blackface,
hook.
rhythm in Nigeria. All Nigerian music sound alike.
No, that is the reason why you don't see me patronizing that. I don't want to sound like nobody. I want to sound like me, and nobody should sound like me, please.
Okay, so Blackface.
Yes.
Somebody mentioned upstairs in Makeup when I said that, oh, we're having Blackface on the show today. The person said that it's as if it is when Blackface is broke, that he will just come up with all this, somebody stole my song, you need to settle me, and if they don't settle you...
When was the last time I came up with somebody stole my song and I
don't-
was settled when I was broke? When was the last time?
because I wanted you to use this platform to...
African Queen, what was broke about it? It was a violation of my intellectual property right.
That's true.
So if I don't fight for it, people will say you're fighting for it because you're broke. How do Nigerians think?
Okay, I have a stupid question.
I don't think Nigerians think that way. It's only people that want to find something to say Blackface doesn't have a reason to go for what is his, that they will come up with all those
Jumoke, you
flimsy
take your question
excuses.
after the commercial break.
Okay.
We'll take a quick break right now. When we come back, we'll now relax and ask personal questions, what you want to go into. It's as if we're bombarding you.
Okay.
But I'm
It's
happy
okay.
that he's answering
Yeah,
them
so
well,
you
because
can- you
people
can
have
get it.
misconceptions
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there that we don't
yeah.
want to entertain
For
further.
real.
So when we come back, you relax, you gist with us.
I deal with Sudan, not today. Find pretty women like this. Where I won't go. TV City next week. All right. Sorry, man.
We'll take a quick
TVC
commercial
next
break.
week.
Please stay with us. We'll be right back. Well, welcome back to the show. We'll take a music video break, and when we come back, we have more questions, and then we'll take your questions also. Stay with us.
I want to say, killer, BFN, Blackface, Niger, killer, say man a killer, Black Michael Jackson thriller, I mean that, get them for real, more than that, say man a killer, Black Michael Jackson man a thriller, fans want me in a villa, they say my music, them the film. But I'm up on me, illa. Melody can get a fever. Got no time for haters, see you later. Now who can they say they run the area? When I'm here with a nice after party. I'm here with a nice after show. I'm here with a nice after party. Number one DJ in case you never know. I'm here with a nice after party. I'm here with a nice after show. I'm here with a nice after party. Number one DJ in case you never know. Cool say me hotter than them. Music me they play for them sweet anthem. They want me sport but me should no size them. Them a size 2, black man a size 10. And the industry a pack up.
We have a question for you, and even from Jumoke.
May I go with my own question? Now, you've had 6 albums out. Since 5, okay. Since the Plantation Boys broke.
Yeah.
Wow. So people would say that some of them did not make commercial success. So if somebody comes to pick one track off your album and it becomes commercial success, why are you making noise? Please tell us exactly what you're trying to achieve.
Do you know why this thing you ask now is very funny?
Yeah.
It's just like you buy a piece of land and the land is in your name. And somebody comes and looks at your land and say, I think I'll be able to build a skyscraper on this land.
This man is not using it well.
And then anybody not using it. Is it your land?
I beg. We have a call.
Even if
we have a call.
Yaku
from
Dr. Leave it.
Leave my land.
Leave it.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Yaku.
For you.
I like the analysis.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning to you all. And then good morning to your guests.
Thank
you. Morning.
I need to say something before I come to this very particular topic. About the Chibok girl, I will make it snappy. Jumoke, I really understand the way you always feel towards the Nigerian government, which is a welcome idea. And then I give kudos to UWA too, because UWA is always reasoning towards what is really happened. Because, why am I saying that? You see, Jumoke, before now, we always hear bombing today, bombing tomorrow, everywhere. But it's like now, the thing is not coming down. It is not easy to get out of this problem we find ourselves. In Iraq, Afghanistan today, it's still going on. Look at the way they start. So God Almighty Allah is going to help the Nigerian government.
Thank you, Yakub. Back to
I wanted to say that
Blackface Niger.
You have because African Queen was very beautiful. And even this I'm trying to understand the song. But
let them love you.
I'm not so sure whether
love you.
I'm not sure. I'm not so sure if I love the lyrics. But if you say you have an archive of beautifully written songs, why can't you just go and approach? Probably you say you like to match the voice with the kind of songs you've written down. Why don't you? Go and probably sell, for instance, like an Amaomi. Let's have something together. You take out your product and give to them, so that nobody has to come to now take your product. No. Because I don't think you are ready, in my own opinion, to sing all those songs. No. So
it doesn't matter.
Problems write songs for people, and they're going places. I know. So you have a quality mind where you're producing lots of songs. I'm saying make it, just.
That's what they call freelance writing.
Okay.
I don't do freelance writing.
Okay.
If I was working with Omaomi, for example, now I know that she's working with me, I can write for her. I don't want to write for her and the next thing they just I don't do that.
Oh, okay.
So I have people I'm working with that I'm writing for them. Okay. Getting their albums ready, making sure that the choruses are cool, the verses are okay, the people are on point with the music. Okay. If you're working with me, then we can talk about that. But I cannot just start looking for people that I want to write songs for.
We have a phone call. Okpayemi is calling in.
Oh, okay.
Okpayemi just called in from Oshodi. Welcome to the show, Okpayemi.
Good morning.
Do you have a question for Blackface Niger?
Yes.
Good morning, Okpayemi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You're one of my fans.
Seriously, I love your song very well. I
Thank
listen
you.
to your music, to your video, and I just love you. God bless you.
God bless you too. God bless you too.
Love you.
Bless you. Love you too.
Okay, we have some You're of your one of my fans on Twitter.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Jafet Ayokunle says, I do enjoy the fights to make my day sometimes. After all, they make their ego. Salami says, seeing Blackface on the show brings nostalgia of his prominence, but I think he can address this issue better. Baba is a man we love. Bill Key Somobolani says, good morning, beautiful people. Please bring Baba to let's hear his side of the story. Santos says, Blackface, they here.
I mean that.
He is the brain behind. He's the brain behind Plantation Boys, but is too stubborn, and he wants Naija to accept the type of his music. Please divert. They're saying you should water down your raga reggae.
You know, when you sing Hard Life for the Live for Naija, nobody will like it.
Okay. Sheon says, so Oluwaloni, you sabi dance like this. I can dance, so.
Okay, there's this tweet I would need to take. One of our regular Twitter guys is saying, my man, BFN, I don't know, you know.
Blackface Naija.
Okay. In the building, and he's hashtagging your hard life and some of your other songs.
Okay.
Now, for me, I understand you. I understand that some major reggae artists like Bob Marley and Co, they were not major hits when they were alive. They became major even when they had gone, because you know people started recognizing and identifying what they stood for. Okay. Now, Morayo is tweeting, asking that what do you expect from Two-Face? Is it just recognition, or you want payment, or what exactly do you want?
There's one thing you have to understand. Every man deserves their own respect. If you undermine somebody, it means you just feel like the person is somebody you could just trample on and do whatever you want and get away with.
Like they're worthless.
So that's what they're doing.
This is bruising your ego. Yeah.
That's what they're doing. And I'm like, how you guys going to be doing this? I've been with you guys since day one. I've been with you since day one.
Day one niggas.
Day one, trying to give you all the insights of what it is to be a big superstar. And how for you to be a big songwriter, and teach you all the rudiments and make you to know that you have to stay focused on your game. But in the long run, what do you want to do? You just want to make sure that, okay, Blackface, if they say there's Two-Face here, there should be no Blackface there. And if there's no Blackface there, then there's no face there.
What role did Kenny's music play in this, your breakup and beef? What role did
Kenny's music signed Two-Face when he left Plantation Boys. And the African Queen was released under Kenny's music. And African Queen released under there, they were supposed to give me credit for that. And they didn't. And they didn't. You know, so you have to take some time before we are even,
so what are we expecting from you? Yeah, like your fans now, what should they be expecting, going forward, outside the beef?
Your new project.
The new projects, what's happening with you?
I've been recording an album for over 4 years now, 5 years now. And the album is called Defender, and I want to make it a double album. Okay. So it has a lot of songs in it.
When will it be out?
We're looking like maybe next month or 2 months' time.
Finally,
finally, because it's been a long time coming.
Okay.
So
you have a video out?
Yeah, I have a video of one of the singles. I have 3 videos. I have one that is called Show Love. Okay. I have one that is called Ikebi Super. And then I have This Killer.
Okay. Thank you so much. We're looking forward to more videos from that
more
album.
Music.
We're also looking forward to the album itself. When it comes out, we hope you would bring it to us on the show. And our other entertainment platforms, eSplash and all.
And more money for you too.
Amen.
A great year. Thank you so much.
You seem like a very detailed person.
That's all we can take on today's show. Hope you could also watch previous episodes on YouTube. Go to YouTube/TVC Entertainment and search for Your View. You could also watch us on Google+. Search for TVC Entertainment. Search through for Your View. Many thanks for watching. Have a fantastic weekend. Bye.
Number one DJ in case you never know. Anywhere we go, they guys rush me like a hot bread. Fresh from the bakery, me a most wanted, most wanted. Sound white killer, killer, killer with a bad attitude. Killer, 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 come on top it too. Killer, 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 Blackface when them call me. Catch me in the VIP, chilling with my crew. Hey, gunshot off with the dun-da-da, the dun-da-da. Me go send them poop a bomb letter, bomb letter. Me a the king and me a the place setter, place setter. I want try fire bang setter. Say man a killer, killer. Black Michael Jackson man a thriller, thriller. Fans want me not so villa, villa. They say my music, them the feel.